welcome back to the Hermitcraft FTB server. As you can see, I have finally gotten around to building a second forestry multi-block farm. And this has increased my production of saplings enough that it's actually keeping up with the demand by the fermenters over there. And that's good. I might actually put up a third one sometime just to make sure that I have too much. Because, well, that's the way I always think about it. Why settle for enough when you can have too much? And down here, I've made a few changes. Now, our fuel supply, our biofuel is still full. And this has run down some because of a change I made. There's one little fault with a change I made recently. The change being, well, two changes. Instead of using compost, I switched to using mulch because apparently you get more biomass using mulch. And you get even more if you use apple juice, which is convenient because to get mulch you take apples and put them in a squeezer and you get apple juice and mulch. Apple juice in a tank, and every once in a while you get a bit of mulch. And so I set up a couple of squeezers here and started processing apples. I figured, why not? I've got over 400,000 of them. Might as well use them for something. Built a multi-tank here to hold the apple juice, run it up into it in the top, taking it out in the bottom and running it over here to the fermenters, which are no longer running on water. I got rid of that setup. So one of the things I need to do is clear out some space here and put in, I think, at least 2 more squeezers to make sure that I am producing apple juice a little bit faster than I'm using it. So I'm going to start out by clearing this space out. And get a couple of more squeezers processing the apples. Alright. Ought to be enough space. Throw down a little more light. And I don't believe the system has a pattern for squeezers, so I think I need to set one up. Alright, squeezer, sturdy casing, glass, and tin. Okay, that's easy enough. Okay, let's craft up sturdy casing. Grab some glass and some tin. There we are. Alright, sturdy casing, glass, tin, and code that and drop it in here. Okay, now let's just order up a couple of squeezers and let's get some liquiduct. A little bit of conduit, and let's see, I'm going to need a couple of import buses, some export buses, which apparently it's having a problem crafting. What are we waiting on? Missing cobblestone? You're kidding me. Now that's amazing. Oh, I get it. This stone thing is... this thing has cooked up all the freaking stone into cobble. All the cobble into stone. I only wanted it to keep 4096 stone. Okay. Pop some cobble in there and that should make it up. I'll have to look into debugging that and finding out what's going on. Okay. Emit when levels are below limit. Feed cobblestone by the... well, let's just make it single item. Quit doing that. When a level of stone is below 4096, alright, let's change that to 1024. The amount of stone in the system is 28,000. I'll drop some cobble in there. Does it end up in here? Yes, it does. Oh, always active. No wonder. Active with signal. That'll stop it. Alright. Details. They're important. And I'll bet you there is still a bunch of that cobble in here. Well, for crying out loud. Alright, I'm going to have to grab some cobblestone and, oh, wait a minute. Alright, I got some of my export buses. A couple of those. I'll worry about the rest of it later. Let's craft up some more cable. That will be enough. All right. Okay. All right. Start with some conduit. Well, not there. Okay. Drop the squeezers down. Put one here. This one over here. Now on the back, nothing. Alright. So we'll just run the cable back here. Okay. It would help if I put the right thing in. There. And now on the top, we have the import buses. That's going to pull, they're going to pull the mulch out of these things. On the side here we have the export buses. One more bit of cable, and now we need apple and mulch. We're exporting apples. And we're importing mulch. That's good. One more piece of cable here and there. Same routine over here. Import mulch. Export apples. The unit starts filling up. Now all we need is some liquiduct. And let's see, I need a redstone signal down here. And we'll just drop that right there. And right here. And I'll just go ahead and plug that up. And whack these guys with a wrench. And hook it all together. And now we've got 4 of these things outputting apple juice. And we'll see if that eventually supplies enough to these machines. Yeah, their reservoirs are filling up now, whereas before they weren't. Okay, that means the tank should start filling up soon. Alright, that problem is taken care of. Alright, looks like that's keeping full, that's keeping full. Okay, I may need to add 1 or 2 more just to have production going faster than the machines can use it. Of course, once this thing gets back to being full, they won't be running constantly. So that'll take care of that. Alright. Oh, good grief. Fall off the stairs every doggone time. Okay, meanwhile, there has been some changes over at the bee lab. I have expanded the area that it covers, and I put in a second lower floor. I've got another multi-tank, another iron tank started. Whoops. I need to put doorways in this thing. Anyway, things are progressing, although the bug with the hostile environment in the apiaries is still a problem. I have to break and replace them to fix that. Okay, out here, this is where the what do you call it, the alviaries are going to be, at least the starting ones, and down here is going to be where all the plumbing for them is run. Now over here there's a change I need to make, which is the reason this tank is there, because along the way I'm going to need to use honey in more than just this thing up here that's this analyzer. So I need to break these pipes and rearrange how I'm doing things here. Alright, the output from this squeezer, which honestly, I'm thinking maybe I need to just move that down out of there. And just breaking that was probably not the greatest idea in the world, but that's alright. I didn't need to put the liquiduct away, but I've got some. Alright. Let's go ahead and break these things as well. leave that one there. Just plug these holes. Alright, so this is a pipe for honey going to the analyzer. Alright, now we've got the ME cable down here, so I don't see a problem. Just go ahead and yeah, we could use this steam generated power here. Okay, I need to get my conduits back. That actually should be fine right there. And I'm going to run this down so that it can actually be hooked up under the floor. No, I don't need that. Okay, let's take our squeezer. We should have an export bus. I guess I lost it. Okay. Grab another export bus. Learn to spell it right. Alright. Export bus onto the side. Import bus there. Hook that in. Get rid of that. Hook that in. Alright, that makes this redundant. Alright. Now, import bus. Actually, we don't need an import bus. What am I thinking? Alright, export bus. We're exporting honey drops into this machine, and it will squeeze them as long as it has power. And now, yeah, okay. I've got enough liquid duct, I guess. I'm just going to run this up to the ceiling, up along the ceiling, so I can still walk around down here. It would help if I aimed a little better, don't you think? Now, grab a lever. Put it down there, turn it on, whack that with a wrench. We have honey going into the tank. Alright, now, from the bottom of the tank, and I'm going to need another lever. Okay. here is where we'll be putting at least one carpenter to start with, and eventually probably more. And I think I'm just going to run them along that way. Have the honey coming behind them, and power run that underneath. Let's see, let's go ahead and get that power arranged. Alright. That's not what I wanted. Alright, you can close up. There. That takes care of that. Now we've got power over here, and as needed I can just extend it that way to be able to add more stuff. Alright, now let's get no, there's no carpenters in the system. Okay, need to get that fixed too, because I'm quite sure I'm going to eventually need more of them, and it's better if they can be auto-crafted. Alright, carpenter. Alright, sturdy casing, bronze, and glass. That's easy. Alright, bronze. And glass. And my patterns that I seem to have put away that I didn't mean to. All right. Okay, that takes care of that. And I need the carpenter because it is part of, it's what's going to make the components for the alviaries. One of the components is scented paneling. And, alright, let's look this up here. The basic alviary block, impregnated casing, which is made with a carpenter fueled by seed oil and logs. That's not a problem. Scented paneling. Need beeswax, pollen, planks, and royal jelly. And the carpenter needs to be powered with honey. So, pop the carpenter down right here. Oh, I didn't finish hooking up the pipe feeding into the tank. That was not good. that. There. Now we have honey going in the tank. And it's going into the carpenter as well, and that does not belong there. Okay, now we need to set up that pattern for the scented paneling. Royal jelly, planks, beeswax, and pollen. Alright, planks. Royal jelly. Pollen. And beeswax. So set the pattern up. Alright. Now I need an export bus. Into the side. And we're going to tell that. For now, we'll just leave it always active. Leave it always active for now, but I'm going to have to change that to an amount or have a level limiter there. But for now, we will input royal jelly, we will input planks and pollen and beeswax. And now we need an import bus on the top that will take our product, our scented paneling, and bring that back in. Actually, I can take this down. That part of it anyway. Take out the pieces where I can't aim for squat. Alright. Okay, it is loading up the stuff we need. Let's not go crazy here. We need to have plenty of... Why are we not getting all the rest of this stuff too? Alright, let me get some more of these other things. Alright, now it is producing. I don't know why the thing seems to... Okay, maybe I need to just have more than one export bus on the machine. Let's try that. I don't know if that'll actually work, but let's try it. Alright, we've got this one putting in planks. This one can do royal jelly. And this one can do wax. Is that working? Yes, we need to get pollen coming in as well. We're running out of sides. Actually, we have run out of sides, so I'm going to have two of them also doing pollen. Okay, alright, looks like it's working. We take the scented paneling, and just to make sure, that is only pulling out scented panelings. Alright, now we've got some production of stuff that we'll start making. I am going to get a level emitter here. I don't necessarily want 89 million of these things. Yeah, I'll put it up here. Level emitter there. If I can get it to go where I'm trying to put it. Alright, now here, when a system has less than emit when levels are below limit, say 512 scented paneling, then emit a signal. And when active with signal, when there's a signal, it will pull these out. When there's not, this slot will fill up with one stack and the machine will stop. And that will take care of that. Now we have automated production of the scented paneling. Now for the other part, we need to use the seed oil. Just like this one is producing impregnated sticks. Let's see, that means another carpenter. And okay, some energy conduit. And then we'll pop the carpenter down over here. And yes, I'm going to end up, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and take out some of this wall now, because it's going to end up being moved. As this lab continues to expand. Right, that's enough for now. Alright, now, impregnated casing. 8 logs in the carpenter, fueled by seed oil. Okay. Alright, we need some liquid duct. Whack that one. Now they both have access to the stuff. Let's just use the oak wood. I've got over 2 million of them. Alright. Export bus, import bus, and level emitter. Alright, we've got export, we need an import and a level emitter. We'll got some cable. Export on top. Import over here. A level limiter up here. No, here. Let's go ahead and have it make one. Meanwhile, the export bus, bingo, supply it with logs, which it will start doing when I get it hooked up. There. Okay, we take the impregnated casing and tell this thing active with signal, import. And that's hooked up. And now we have impregnated casings being made. Let's tell this thing to only when levels are below limit, and we'll have it make, say, 512 of them. Whoops. There. So now we have the ingredients being made for making alviary blocks, which are important in making alviaries, of course. And when I get the first alviary built, the first bees going in are going to be the industrious. The next bees going in are going to be whichever ones of those that I have that makes the most honey. And that will be the beginning of accelerated production. And eventually I plan to get enough alviaries built to get all of these bees out of the apiaries and out in alviaries, and eventually take all these things down and all this plumbing and whatnot and take it down and get my production going much better. Bug-free at that. In the meantime, it's been a longer episode than I anticipated, but we actually got some stuff done, and I'm really appreciative of that. Meanwhile, off camera, I'm going to work on expanding this more, get this dirt floor built out, and probably bring these walls around here. I don't know if I'll bother putting a roof on it. Well, actually, I probably will, if only to keep the rain off. But make a little bit more progress out here with this things, and start getting alviaries built. Yeah, not apiaries, alviaries. Alright, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.